Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now, if you guys are interested in seeing how I created this soft natural glam, then keep on watching. First, I'm gonna start off by cleaning my face with some makeup wipes. Each item that I will be using will be in the description below. I will be taking some setting powder and applying it to the eye. Then I will be going ahead and moisturize my face. Now, the reason for me using the setting powder on my brow is so that whatever I use, whether if it's a brow pencil or a brow pomade, it slides on easy and it lasts longer throughout the day. I'm just taking my time with the moisturizer and making sure I get every corner, especially under the eyes. Now I'm taking a brow pencil and fill in my eyebrows. I don't really have a preferred way to do my brows. It really depends on the look that I'm going for. Some days I may use the brow pomade, but for this look, I am using the eyebrow pencil. So guys, I am just filling in the rest. And don't be scared to go in until you get it to your liking, because any mistakes, you still could clean up with your concealer afterwards. Now I'm just going to do the same thing for the other eyebrows. So if you're now starting off to do your brow, but you're getting a difficult time, trust me, I was once there. I do plan on doing a video where I show you guys how I did makeup back then to now. So practice makes perfect. Over time, you will get to achieve, I won't say perfect brows, because till to this day, they are similar, but not twins. So practice, practice, practice. Trust me, you'll get there. Now I'm going to prime my face, basically in the areas that I moisturize. So I'm taking my time, especially under the eyes, because that is where I get oily the most. Now you can see me doing some slight tapping motion just to make sure I get that in there. Now we are going to conceal the brows. Now it all depends on the look that I'm going for. Sometimes I may use two concealer, which one would be similar to my complexion, and then by my brow bones I would go in with a lighter. Now you can see me doing that here. As I mentioned, it all depends on the look that you're going for. So when this is blended out, you would see that little highlight, and it would also make your eyeshadow pop. I do this with my clients also. So we're just gonna repeat the same step on the other side. As I mentioned, one is closer to my tone, one of the concealer, and the other one going to my brow bone where you make that arch is lighter. Now you guys don't have to do this step. I choose to because I like the way it turns out. Now we're just going to blend that in. Now I'm not swiping, I'm doing tapping motion. I noticed this technique works better because if I swipe, you will see the brush strokes and it's gonna look patchy afterward. So I tap until it's blended to my liking. So now I'm gonna be taking some setting powder on this beauty sponge and just slightly tapping that in. Now we'll continue to do the same thing that we did to the other eye. Now what that setting powder is going to do is act as a barrier, so it would prevent your makeup from creasing or creating those patch when you apply your eyeshadow. So now I'm going to contour my face with this cream bronzer, and I will be using the cream blush. Normally I don't do this technique. I would normally apply my foundation first, concealer, then I would highlight my areas which I choose to contour. However, it all depends on the look that I'm going for. That is a technique that I would normally use. So for the look that I'm going for, this technique is perfect. Now, it is very important for your placement when it comes to contouring. And everywhere that you place the cream, once you're using cream or liquid bronzer to contour your face, each spot that you put it on, you have to use a powder. If not, it will run, smudge, it would be looking oily. So to set that in place, you would have to use a powder closest to the shade, or if not, the exact shade. So here I'm just blending that to my liking. And when I'm blending the cheekbones, I normally blend in an upward motion. Now that gives your face a natural lift. Then if you blend to a downward motion, your face would look like it's dropped. Now I'm just placing concealer on my face in the areas which I want to highlight. I am using two colors, one closer to my shade, and then in the inner corners of my eyes, I'm using a very light shade. Now, over the years of me doing makeup, I realized taking a flat brush does the job. Like, it's precise and it targets exactly where you want, rather than putting on too much and then it's all over your face and it's hard to blend out. Or if you guys have those concealer that comes with that brush inside, like this one that I'm using, this works perfect too. You have more control over it. So now I'm going to be setting the areas that I place the concealer in. And I do give it some time to dry down. And I'm going to be going in with a damp beauty blender. Now, I use different techniques. Sometimes I would blend out with a brush, sometimes a sponge. It all depends on the look that I'm going for. And overall, to me, both works perfect. So I'm doing tapping motion. I'm not swiping. If you notice that I'm squeezing the sponge, I'm not squeezing and loose, because if you hold and loose at the same time, it's gonna leave some patch. So the same way that I grab that beauty blender, that's the same way I'm doing it and making some slight tapping motion until that's blended out to my liking. Do not be scared to blend. The more you blend, for me, you avoid flashback, because nobody like taking pictures and it's that white cast. That's the first thing you spot in the picture. So blend, blend, blend. And don't be scared to go back over areas that needed more blending. And even if you prefer more highlight, let's say you're looking for a lighter look in the inner corner of your eyes, you can go back in with some concealer and you leave that to dry before blending out. Everyone have their preferred look and the way of doing things. This is just my way. So makeup is art, and it's a way for everyone to express themselves. So do what best suits you and what best works for you. Now I'm just gonna go back in with that same brush that I blended out my contour. And I'm not taking any excess product. I'm using that same brush just like that, just to blend out those harsh edges. And I'm setting my face again. Now I am applying the blush in the areas that I want to really pop. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm doing tapping motion until it's blended to my liking. Also, remember I said everywhere that you put liquid on your face, you have to put a powder. If not, it's just gonna look wet. It's not gonna stay in place. So make sure you put your powder everywhere you place your liquid. Now I'm just going in with a pressed powder in the areas that I placed my concealer. And this is something that I recently started doing. I got this hack on TikTok and I'm in love with it. It hasn't let me down since. And now I'm going to be placing some foundation in all those areas that I did not put no concealer or contour. And I will be cleaning up the top of my brows using this foundation. Now I am using a lightweight foundation because it's a more of a natural look than a full coverage look. Now I'm just going to blend that out using a brush. Remember, I am using tapping motions. I'm not swiping because if I swipe, it's gonna leave like harsh lines and you're gonna see the brush strokes. Now I got these brush from Shein and I have been using this for like a month now. Now these work just as good as the Real Techniques. I do have the Real Techniques brush and I've been using that for over a few years now. But this give off the same quality, the same feeling, and you really can't tell the difference. Now I'm just gonna be setting powder in the areas where I placed my concealer and my pressed powder. And before I apply directly to the face, I just tap the excess at the back of my hand. Now I will be going over my contour with the powder as I mentioned earlier that everywhere you place your liquid, you're going to place powder. So now I will be placing some eyeliner on my waterline and I will be adding some blush. Now this is in the powder form. Remember earlier I did place the liquid blush. So I'm just going to go over those areas. Now I will be applying some lashes. Then I'm taking some eyelash glue and applying that right on my eyelids. Now this gives the eyelash a better grip and I also will be applying some glue on the eyelash. Now I will be applying some powder to the areas where I place my foundation and I'm taking a clean brush to dust off the excess setting powder from under my eyes, the bridge of my nose. Now I will be using some brown face powder as an eyeshadow. Now I'm someone that gets the most out of my palettes. I don't use one for a specific reason. I mix and match and use them on different areas. So this is a more of a natural look that I'm going for and this works perfect for the look that I'm trying to achieve. Here I'm just applying some highlight again in some tapping motion. And for this part, you can either add more highlight or less. It all depends on what you like. Some people like more and some people would like less. Now here I will be applying some mascara. To be honest, I was never a fan of mascara because it will always run, but this one I've been using for some time now and it is waterproof. It does not give me that runny look until I am ready to take off my makeup. Now here I'm just applying the lashes. Now with the glue that I pasted down earlier on my lid, it makes it easier when I'm ready to place my lashes on. Now I'm going to outline my lips. And not to worry guys, every product that I used in this video will be in the description below. And for the people that has been saying, Nakasi, use your voice more in your videos, don't worry, I got you. Thanks for being patient with me. And here I'm just applying some clear lip gloss to finish off this look. And just look at that. Just look at it. It's exactly what I wanted. It's exactly what I was going for. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.